Hello guys, welcome back to this channel. This is going to be part 3 of the to keep yourself up to date as to how we started this design. So today we're going to see how we can apply some finishing touch in this 3D design, and we'll get to see how to create a kind of step in this entrance area and also at the exit area. And then we're going to have some make use of some wall designs on this entrance area, and then we're going to do some window hood design in this window tab. So let's get started. So we are going to start with the step in this entrance area. So to do that, I'm going to go to um, the base level in your design. Good. So the step is going to run through this part and this part as well. So we're going to make use of model in place components. Come to components, click on model in place, then click on casework, then say OK. So I'm going to rename this to entrance step. I'm going to click OK. Right. Good. So I'm going to make use of the sweep tool. Click on sweep. Okay. Then you're going to click on sketch path, or you can use pick path, either of the two. So we need to sketch the path which this step is going to run across. So it's going to run across this front as well. Good. Then I'm going to click finish edit mode. Alright, then we need to create a profile for the step. I'm going to select profile, then I'm going to edit profile. So you can use either of the two. So I'm going to use the north elevation for this. North elevation now, or better still, quite better to use the front elevation. So this is quite better. Good. So we're going to make use of line 2 to create that profile. First, you're going to have the vertical right from the base to the ground level. Alright, so the overall height from the base to the FFL is 450. So I want the riser of the step to be 150. The tread, I want it to be 300. So starting from the top, let me remove this. So starting from here, I'm going to have 150 rather. Then I'm going to have 300. Then I'm going to have another 150. Then 150. Good. So I want to have a kind of slant riser in this area, so I'm going to edit this profile of the riser a bit. So I may need to offset that maybe with 12 mm nosing. So click on offset 2 here. So let's say 40 offset. Input your parameters. So offset 40 inside, and the same for this other side as well. Then you're gonna have this drag to the other end. Good. So we can remove this as well. Then you can use the trim feature to trim this. Now we can connect the ending, the baseline to form a loop, so we can remove this as well. So this is my profile, so let's see how that looks like. Okay, I'm gonna finish edit board and then finish model. So let's see how it looks like in the 3D view. Very nice. So this is what we have here. Cool. So the next thing I want to do is to have a kind of wall design in this entrance area. So I'm going to make use of wall review to have a kind of a tooling design on this wall, especially in this entrance area, before we start to play around the painting for the entrance. So this is what I mean. So come to architecture, come to wall. So under the wall, click the drop down button. You can then come to wall review. Come to wall review. Okay, so let's check the type of wall review we have here. Just a single type of wall review. Come to edit type. Default setback. Let's see what we have. Leave it as 0. Profile, leave it as default. Then let's see how that looks like. So I'm going to place those wall review at intervals, especially on this entrance. So I want it to start right from the base of the suspended beam. Okay, and I'm going to have another right here. Good. So I have my first one at this top area. So you can change the profile depending on the profile you find suitable. Let's see how this profile is. How it looks like. So I have one here. It's kind of a C-section wall review. So you can come to edit type and see the type, the various type you have in Revit. We have one that is 19 millimeters by 286, one is 19 by 89. Then we have various types here, so I prefer this 19 by 89. It's kind of small, not too big, and it's aesthetically pleasing. So I'm going to click OK. Good. So I'm going to make use of the front elevation. I want to move this up a bit. Right. Just right to the base of my beam. Perfect. So I'm going to copy this. I'm going to copy, or better still, you can still click on wall review. Okay, you can still make use of wall review. Click again, then drop at interval. Sorry. Good. So I have one at the top of the window. Okay. Let me copy this. Right from the previous as my reference down to this. Make use of the previous reference. Okay. Let me stop there and see how that looks like. nice. So I'm gonna do the same thing on this other wall on this side. So click on wall review. So I want to ensure that it intersects with the previous one on this wall. Wall review. Okay. Gonna move this up a bit. Perfect. Then I can copy. Click on copy and paste. Alright. Okay. Good. So I would like to have a kind of wall sweep just around the FFL level around the building. Just around the building. So as for the wall sweep, come to the drop down button, then click on wall sweep. So I'm going to change the type. Come to edit type. Then this is the subcategory wall sweep corners, wall sweep trim. By category, let's see different types of wall sweep we have here. We have 19 by 140. Okay, I think this seems good. 19 by 184. This is too wide for me. 19 by 89. This is too narrow. I'm gonna make use of 19 by 140. And then click OK. So I want it right at the base of my floor. Just right at the base. Or better still, the top level is gonna look nice. Okay. I'm gonna do the same thing for this. And then I'm gonna do the same thing right here. I'm gonna edit later. Cool. Okay, so I have this sweep around the building. So let me change the color. Come to edit type. Let me see if I can change the color to white. Material, come to by category. Click the button here. It's taking a little bit of time. Okay, good. So come to the drop down, materials, change to paints. Alright, so I'm gonna have, do I have any color here? So I'm gonna make use of a mixture of gray and white for this building. Around the entrance area, I want it to be gray. The wall sweep, I'm gonna change the color to white, and the stripe as well, I'm gonna change the color to white. So the base of the building, like the skirting around the building, is going to have to make use of a marble material which can repel water. So you can create a new material here. Come to the drop down, create new material. So I'm going to call this, here's the default material. Create new material. Okay, so change color here to white. You can make use of any of this white. Then reflectance, it's going to be glossy a little bit, non-metallic color. Perfect. So I'm going to apply. Let's say okay. Apply. Okay. Good. So this is a color. I need to work on this color. I think the pattern, I need to leave the wall, the finishing pattern. Sweep trim, corners, apply. Material, acoustic. Now I see. Default material. Because of default material. Rename to wall paint white. Okay. Come to the graphics. Use render appearance or shading. Click on color. Good. Appearance. Change to white. Glossiness 70. Cool. Then we can say okay. Perfect. So it's now a plain white. Cool. So I like to have a kind of stripe design on this beam, overhang beam. I have a stripe design here. Okay, so we're going to make use of sweep as well. Go to components, model in place, casework. Okay, so I'm going to call this overhang beam stripe. Then click OK. Click on sweep. Then you're gonna come to sketch part. Or better still, we can make use of quick part, which is kind of faster. Then click the two parts. Ensure that the part is in closed loop. Then click OK. So select profile. Then edit profile, choose a view. I'm going to make use of the front view. Okay, so this is 120, 100, upper half, better still, 80, by 30, then move this. Good. And then we can rebate the edge and still kind of design. Alright, so I'm gonna trim. Perfect. So let's say I turn up. Finish model. So this is what we have. So it's taking shape. The next thing, I'm going to apply some paint inside this wall review to have a kind of contrast from the gray paints that we're going to have on this entrance area. Good. So, and I also like to create this Dutch type roof on this front area as well. So let's do that first. Go to your 3D, click on the roof. So I'm going to edit footprints. Okay. And then I'm going to click on line. And click on line. You can copy as well. So the length of this dot here is, let's see, 1.8, around 1.8 meters. Trim off the excess. This is about 1.6, 1.8. Uncheck the divine slope. Then uncheck the divine slope. Then we need to remove this. Good. So we need to cover this area up. Go to click on the roof. Edit footprint. Oh, not this. Come to architecture. Come to roof by footprint. Okay. So my base level of this new roof, I want it to be in roof. Then click on line to the other end. Then we're gonna run a line through the part of the roof. Uncheck slope. Then click OK. So let's see how that looks like. So we need to move this down a bit, rather. Okay. So you can see there's a little height difference here, and that's because of the slope difference. The slope for the main roof is 40. So click on this roof and then change the slope to 40. Apply. Good. So this is what we have. So this is where we're going to conclude this part of the video, and watch out for the next part, which will cover how to um, make use of finishing touch, the finishing paint for the exterior. Then we're going to change the material for the skirting around the building. Then we're going to create the window hood.